Hello, everybody. Hey, Blue Diamond Gamer, it goes well. Hey, Bjorn. Apologies if you hear banging around. My kid is still awake. I just put them to bed, but they're still awake. What do y'all think of the video? It's supposed to be 4K. I'm not sure about that though, but it said on the box that it's 4K. Lucky guess, Bjorn. Really. It's just a lucky guess. I really like the musical artist Bjork, so that's kind of how I know. My day has been long and exhausting. I'm sure y'all noticed I put out several videos, and that's to make up for the fact that tomorrow I'm going to be ridiculously busy. I have a doctor appointment, and I have to go over an hour into the city to do that. So it's going to be a lot of traveling around, a lot of doing stuff. So I figured I'd knock a bunch of stuff out today. Get that out of the way. Also, apologies if I'm like sniffling and my eyes are watering. I have trees outside my house that I'm allergic to, and they're blooming. So that's always fun. Also, my eyes hate me right now because I wore a ton of eye makeup, including fake lashes, all weekend for my cosplay costumes. Also, I'm aware the stream has like a slight delay to it. Even plugged in with Ethernet with the Cat 6, my internet is very slow because I live in the middle of nowhere. Ah, very funny, Ryan. Very funny. So, tragedy struck me today. Look. I snapped a nail. Putting pants on. It's sad. Well, I figured I'd put out a variety today. But yeah, I snapped a nail. It's so sad. I wanted it to grow out. Well, basically happened is this same nail broke over the summer. So it took like 7 months for it to grow out. And I broke it again. So now when it grows out, because I couldn't find where the snap piece went, I have to wear a nail tip. I have to go to the salon to get a nail tip put on because I don't like the at-home nail tips. So I have to go to a salon, have them put a nail tip on, and then repaint all my nails so they all match. Or I might just redo the index fingers, have them be like accent nails. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Who is my favorite character? Probably Takara, because she's me, basically. She's basically me. How? And I did this nail. I jacked up the cuticle. So my cuticle hurts now. I'm having awful luck with nails right now, you guys. And gals, and non-binary pals, and everybody. I try to be inclusive. Do y'all want to see my big ass soda? Because I have a big ass soda. Big ass soda. I walked all the way to 7-Eleven to get a big ass soda. And that almost went down the wrong pipe. That would have sucked. It's a cherry vanilla Diet Coke. Because I like the taste of Diet Coke more than regular Coke. How was the convention? It was alright. I got to spend time with friends I don't normally get to spend time with. And I got to cosplay, and I did some panels. I did 8 panels. Unfortunately, a couple of them were at weird times, so, like, no one showed up. But the ones that were at good times, people came, and it was interesting. Like, people came to my ASMR panels, which was really nice. I'll be honest, I don't know where to take Jade from here, aside from a possible crossover with Ruby. But Ruby's not quite there yet for a crossover, so I'm kind of... Well, I'm at a crossroads, so I don't really know what to do with her. You can ask my patrons, like, do I game? Not really. You can ask my patrons, I'm pretty bad at it. Though I'm debating getting a capture card when D moves in, because he's going to bring his game systems with him. And then people can really see how much I suck at games. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all should see me play Ghost Recon. I was at D Knight's house and I was playing on his system. And because he's always online with it, his friends noticed he was online. And they were pinging him on his phone. They're like, dude, are you okay? You really suck all of a sudden. Are you alright? And he's like, nah, fam, it's not me. It's my fiance who's playing. I watched my brother play Silent Hill. That's my introduction to games. Is was watching my older brother play, which is funny because right now with my hair in a ponytail and a beanie and my glasses on, all I need is like a mustache and goatee thing going on, and I'd look exactly like my brother. Hello, everybody. So yeah, I know the Silent Hills, and I don't worry, you didn't miss a stream. I streamed last week. Oh, thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. Y'all like the purple light? I have fun with it. What? Should I just be a Silent Hill nurse and just like moan into the microphone? That'd be pretty weird. I'd make it brighter, but it's currently like almost 9 o'clock where I live, and I'm trying to like wind down. If I had my light on bright, yeah, it would wake me up, but it'd make me too awake, and then I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. My favorite doctor, very unpopular opinion, but I like the sixth doctor because he's sassy. My favorite movie genre is probably comedy, but I also like the old 70s exploitation films. For those of you who don't know, I have an associate's, a bachelor's, and a master's degree, and I double majored. Well, technically, I triple majored getting my bachelor's. So part of my program for my bachelor's was film and animation. So I did a lot of film study when I was getting my bachelor's degree. I am an old ass lady, you guys. I'm an old ass lady. Lol, my glasses are doing the Gendo glare. I feel totally rude. Who wants some music? Which video, Kitsu? I did like 2, not including the vlog. Don't worry, it's copyright free music. I do my homework. My favorite type of music is anything with a good beat. I like rock, I like metal, I like some hip hop, I like electronica, techno, trap, a bit of dubstep. It all just depends. There's an awesome dubstep remix of E.T. by Katy Perry that's pretty tight, and I like that. I like some pop too, it just depends. Like, I'm not a fan of Ariana Grande or Taylor Swift or any of that, but unless there's like a super cool remix of their stuff. Let's not get political in the stream, please. Let's not get political here. I might have some guy not realized it. I tend to listen to a lot of random playlists on like Spotify and stuff. My favorite anime is Fullmetal Alchemist, but my favorite anime opening is the first one to Attack on Titan, just because I like to scream Jaeger like really loud, because that's like the best part of the opening. You just scream it really loud. That's how you do Attack on Titan karaoke. Yeah, Blues I'm a Gamer, I saw that briefly, and I'm like, lol, banned. Because I don't put up with that crap. Hello, Connor. So how are you all doing today, tonight, whatever time of day it is for you? How are you all doing? Y'all having a nice, pleasant time? And if you have any questions that don't have to do with politics, or that are too invasive, feel free to ask. I'm an open book. Minecraft is a game. I've maybe played it once or twice. It's just not my cup of tea. Dude, horses are pretty awesome. I like horses. I wish I could, like, widescreen the video, but the template I have on my software for streaming won't let me. So I'm sorry about that. Then again, I don't want to widescreen, bleh. Exactly, because then you can see my messy nightstand, and that's not cool. Y'all don't need to see my hot mess life. I'm sorry to hear about that, Connor. I hope everything gets better for you. And can y'all hear me okay? Because I'm pretty far away from the microphone. My microphone's like over there, and I'm over here. My favorite game franchise is The Sims because it's funny, followed by Grand Theft Auto because it's also funny. I could, but I'm not gonna go through searching through music right now just because I'm feeling lazy. I'm just playing whatever mixes are on my phone. I'm sorry about that. I was experimenting. Plus, I was using a different mic. I'm using my old mic right now for streaming because it works better for streaming than the 3DO. Because the 3DO, for some reason, when I connect it via USB, it pitches my voice low, and that's weird. I am old, so I have played NES, SNES, Genesis, and 64. But over the years, I've sold off those consoles because I needed money for, like, college and stuff like that. My favorite game was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube. I used to play the crap out of that, especially with my brother. I think it was on the PS2, if I recall correctly. I used to play Guilty Gear. I'm actually a huge fan of fighting games. I love Guilty Gear and games like that. My friend showed me this game at the convention. I forget what it's called. Maybe you guys can help me. But it's like, I believe it's a fighting game, and it has the characters from Ruby in it. It has like options. What's that game called? My friend showed it to me. But I forget the name of it. And I don't feel like texting her to ask. Thank you. Because I have a Switch now. Because I'm slowly but surely catching up with the world. Well, I actually got it. I got it for Smash. Because I like me some Smash once in a while. So, I might get that because I want to play as Ruby characters, and I think Z-Knight would probably play it too because he's obsessed with Ruby. Drummer Dude, I have tried that, but the YouTube settings actually won't let me. No matter how I position the image, it just focuses on the titties when you're on that thing of YouTube. It does that. And it won't let me make the banner any smaller because YouTube is very strict with their sizing of banners for the YouTube thingy. My favorite characters were Dizzy and Eddie. And my brother almost always played as Faust. And he'd whoop my butt, but it was always fun. Conker's Bad Fur Day was a ton of fun. I remember my brother playing that when I was young. It was pretty tight. You know, I was technically too young to play that. I still watched him play it, and I thought it was funny. Oh, you like my photos? That's cool. Um, if y'all have Instagram or Twitter, feel free to follow me because I occasionally post pictures, especially when I'm at work or at a convention. When I was a kid, I did some professional voice acting, not for anime, but for original animation projects. Because my mom has friends in all kinds of weird places and got me a couple of roles in original animations. But they're very old, and I don't know if I'll be able to find them because I honestly don't remember what they're called. Hi, Blaze Shimmer. I'm doing alright. I'm a bit exhausted from the convention, and my back hurts from all the walking around I did. Any tricks make your voice softer? It kind of comes naturally to me when I get close to the microphone. So I basically get close to the microphone, start with a whisper, and just slowly go up from there until you find a comfortable level. Ruby is made by Rooster Teeth, and I have conflicting feelings on the matter of Ruby. Because, well, I have some insider information as to how the show is made. And I'm like, basically the original models for the characters were all modified Hatsune Miku's from Vocaloid, and I could not unsee it. Ain't that right, Heather? Ain't that right? Nerds can't project, and I'm sorry if that's a broad statement, but I've noticed that at conventions. Please, Question Girls ASMR. I've thought about it, but I've had a lot of backlash for doing pony ASMR, so it's kind of made me nervous. If I did any character for my Question Girls, it probably would be Starlight Glimmer, maybe Sunset Shimmer, or one of the sirens. It's alright, Zapper Zach. I'm glad you're here now. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Kitsu. It happens. I will make more yandere videos, but I'm kind of burnt out on the yandere genres because I made so many yanderes already. I want to experiment with more tsunderes, kuderes, and like danderes. So I just want to like branch out and broaden my horizons. The Luna one was obviously very fun to do for me. I enjoy doing Luna. Yeah, this is a chill stream. We're just hanging out. I'm not doing much. I'm just answering questions and chatting with y'all. I've done a ghost. Her name is Annabelle. So, yeah. I suppose I could help you, but aside from doing portrait art, I'm not much of an artist. Like, I can do portraits and sketches of, like, people, like, real people that I look at, but that's about it. I go with the bridge Alucard because I find it just so much more fitting for Ruby that it's the bridge Alucard. Plus, I love a bridge Alucard. That's like my Alucard is the abridged one. Most of my inspiration comes from people I know, especially from work and like life experiences and just random thoughts that pop in my head. Sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, oh, I got a character idea, I better write it down. Thank you, Kitsu, I appreciate it. Oh man, my right eye is just watering like crazy. Hypno, it wasn't that kind of convention. It was more of a comic book, movie, sci-fi convention. So, I didn't really meet anyone with the YouTube channel. And I spent most of the conventions hanging out with my friends and doing my panels. Aside from when Z-Night or that time Lena Star guest voice in a video, I do everything 100% myself. I write my own outlines. I come up with my own characters except when I do commissions. And I do have a friend that I bounce ideas off of. But aside from that, and then I also bounce ideas off my patrons too. But aside from that, I do everything entirely by myself. I mean, I could try drawing your character for you, Connor, but I can't guarantee it'd be any good because, like I said, I do portrait art where I like look at a person and draw them. I'm not very good at like stylized art anymore. I used to be back when I was in college, but I'm on medication that kind of affects that part of my creative brain that makes it really hard for me to do visual art. Like, it doesn't hinder my creativity, it just hinders my ability to take a thing in my head and put it on paper, if that makes any sense. And hopefully I can convince my psychiatrist to change my meds so it stops doing that. But right now I'm like, yeah, it's not working. No, I'm sorry. I don't like Dragon Ball Super or Naruto. I find those series dragged on way too long to the point of becoming repetitive and annoying. I used to like Dragon Ball when I was like young, but yeah, no, it's not my cup of tea anymore. My next contest, which will probably be in May, will be a trivia contest. With again the winner getting a sketch by Anna Maria Bryant. I could do a basic sketch, but I can't guarantee to be any good. Oh, don't get me started on Avatar: The Last Airbender because I have history with that show. I actually met the creators at a convention where I custom painted a tank top and jeans with all the characters on it, and it was super cool, and I still have it in storage somewhere. So that was pretty tight. I went to a convention, and I got to see the premiere of, I went to a convention where I got to see the premiere of season 3, the second half of it, and that was super cool, as well as the trailer for the finale. So that was super awesome. It was New York Comic Con 2008. I also, I can't give details, but when I was in college, I went to college in Philadelphia, and I actually worked on the very problematic The Last Airbender movie by M. Night Shyamalan. So I got to meet him, and I got to meet the cast. I actually worked with one of the cast members as a production assistant. So that's all I can say, because I did sign an NDA, so I can't give any details about the production or anything. Well, if you're an artist, feel free to make fan work and send it to me. I might feature it on my channel. Project Desk. I haven't done a goblin thing, and I'm not sure how. Anna privated her Twitter to a select few friends. So she initially closed it completely, and then reopened it to some select few people of her choosing. Mostly fellow artists and friends. Back when I was in school, I'd stay up all night and then just come home and crash after school and then like do my homework late. Not the healthiest lifestyle, but it worked for me because when I was in school, I was a total night owl. Now I'm an old lady and I usually fall asleep between midnight and 1, or sometimes earlier if I'm not doing my Patreon streams. And then I wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning because my body is weird. And I'm gonna complain about my back right now because it hurts from sitting like this, but it is what it is until I can get my office space situated. Because right now it's a storage room, and it's not gonna become an office until D-Night moves in with me. And we're gonna get a proper chair and a desk, so hopefully my back will stop hurting. I'm sorry to hear that, Connor. I really am. I've kind of been there back when I wasn't being treated for my problems. If you don't mind, I'm gonna try to change positions without knocking over the microphone because ow, my spine. I don't draw my characters. Anna Maria Bryant does. She's my artist, and I link to her always in the description to my videos. And if I recall correctly, I think she's open for commissions. And if she's not open right now, she will be in the future. But just to warn you, her commissions are not cheap. Because she puts a lot of quality into her artwork. I'm kind of hitting myself because there was someone giving back massages at the convention I was at, and I did not get one because I didn't have time. I'm kind of regretting it. Ah, fam, you're cool, Connor. I have 2 body pillows that I sleep with. Anthony, I said earlier, I don't have an office space right now. I will in the future when D-Night moves in and I clean out the room that's going to become the office. So right now I'm limited to my bed, which obviously isn't good for my back sitting up on it for periods of time. I might. It just depends on the inspiration and feeling the character out. It just depends on my familiarity with the character. Takara likely will be next after Sasha, because right now, Anna is working on Sasha. And when it's time for the Takara body pillow, I will be raising money for it on Coffee. Because Anna charges $800 to do the art for the body pillows. And to be frank, even with my other job, I don't make that kind of money where I can afford to shell that out up front. Poppy is still around. Anna did a sketch of her, which I may post on the community tab again. But, yeah, I've done 3 videos of her so far. I don't know if I'm going to do any more. Oh, it is totally worth it because her art's amazing, and she does it in the proper style of the traditional body pillows you see from anime. I'll be honest, I'm not sure I'm going to continue Poppy just because I'm kind of running out of ideas. There's only so much you can do with one succubus. Oh, that is cute, Connor. And I just instinctively wrap myself around my body pillows. I use one to prop my back up, and I use another one to wrap around. So that is how I sleep, because I sleep upright due to just being old and having body pains that over-the-counter painkillers don't really work on. Yeah, I'm not burnt out in terms of making videos, obviously, because I've been producing them like crazy. But I am burnt out on certain characters, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just out of ideas for them at the moment. I feel you, Blue Diamond. I feel you. I'm doing alright. A bit worn out from the convention, but otherwise alright. I had some unfortunate things happen at the convention. I had a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. But some unfortunate things happened that kind of have me a little bit down. Like, I cosplayed as D.Va from Overwatch in the bodysuit, and some jerk called me the Fat D.Va. No, Connor. Actually, I'm almost 30. I'll be 30 next year. I old. I just try my best to take good care of my skin. Good night, Superman. Have good sleeps. Yep, Master X, someone called me a fat diva. I got a couple of, like, coasters to put drinks on. I bought some soap. And I bought a plush whale, orca whale, for my kid. It wasn't really much of a shopping con. Well, people expect their waifus to look completely accurate. So I guess he was expecting me to have... Well, my knocker's already pretty big, but he was expecting me to have big knockers and a tiny waist. And my waist... I've had a kid, so my waist will never be, like, 22 inches. I'm not going to have a Jessica Rabbit waist. Unless I wear a corset, which I'm not going to do under bodysuits, because then you'll see the boning, and that ruins the whole point of a bodysuit. Probably expecting me to be just super tiny and skinny, like unhealthy skinny. Which, honestly, I did used to be, like, This time last year, I was a size 0. But due to my medication, I gained weight, and it kind of makes me sad. Another thing that made me sad was several of my so-called friends ghosted me at the con and, like, wouldn't hang out and talk to me. I have no idea why. A couple of them were dudes, and once upon a time, they slept with me. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, so I'm good enough to sleep with once upon a time, but I'm not good enough to hang out and party with at a convention, because I got a lot of alcohol for my room at the convention, because I expected people would want to come and party, because it was a party convention, and not as many people as I expected did. So now I have all this leftover alcohol, and I'm not going to drink it myself. I'm not an alcoholic. Like right now, after the con and after my time at work where I drink because it's part of the job, like, I could probably explain it if you want me to. I really just don't want alcohol anymore for a while. Well, Connor, I had a kid. So when you have a kid, your bust size kind of grows. Hi, Vex. I hope you're having a good evening. My kid just turned 5 in February. Oh, you're fine, Connor. You're totally fine. Don't worry about it. Good to know I'm not alone, Project Dusk, and being old. Man, I wish y'all could hear my shoulder clicking and popping, because... Yikes. And on Joe, email me, please, and I can tell you your options. Perhaps Project does, but I definitely feel old. Have a good night, Zapper Zach. Nice having you here, as always. It's on my YouTube profile. And also, if you click on my Patreon link and just read the bio of my Patreon, it's listed there too. Oh, you did Project X, don't worry. It worked. I'm just like, with my current back and shoulder pain, I feel old. Because back when I was younger, I didn't get pains like this. Good night, Blue Diamond. Sleep well. I got some friends that I hardly ever see because I'm just so busy all the time. And I got a kid, which makes it difficult to see friends. Because most of my friends who have kids live too far away. Welcome back, Hunter. Cool, Anna Joe. I'll check it in a bit. I'm sorry to hear that, Connor. Hello, I am Alucard. You're not. You're in the same state as me. That's cool. To be honest, Dark Nighthawk, it just depends on the character. Like, Amelia's gone hard for me because I've kind of lost that full-on southern accent. But, yeah. Dear right eye, I know it's allergy time, but please stop watering. Oh yeah, the harpy really scratched my throat. Oh man, my kid has said funny things, but I can't remember off the top of my head, to be honest. Though because I cosplay, my kid does think I'm a superhero. Oh man. I'm breaking out from all the makeup I wore between work and the convention. Hello, ex-prodigy. Good night, Leonard. Stay awesome. Alright, y'all. I got like half an hour left for this stream, and then I gotta get ready for something else. Just giving y'all a heads up. Oh, my eyes watering so bad, it's making it hard to see. It's like fogging up my glasses. Well, Lives of the Fairy is in the relaxation playlist, so you can just go to that one. And like go from there, because it has them in order. My favorites are Takara, Kalia, and probably Ruby. If you want a description, Project Dusk, feel free to email me, and I'll give you a character description. There isn't exactly a story with her yet. There might be soon. But right now, she just does the standard anxiety relief, relaxation stuff. I based Charlotte's personality on a character from Gossip Girl because I'm mildly obsessed with that show, even though it's complete hot garbage. It's my hot garbage. You know what I mean? We all have those guilty pleasure movies and shows. I have like one tiny blackhead growing and it hurts. Sorry for complaining about all my aches and pains. Sure, go ahead. I am not recording myself squeezing it, Heather. Because, ew. I'm sorry, Heather. It just... I don't find it satisfying like some people do. I find it gross. I don't like seeing the pus come out. It just makes me go, ugh. Oh, thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. I could hire a masseuse, but I have a lot of expenses and can't afford it right now. Maybe after I get back from my next work trip, because I currently have to budget quite a bit for going to work. Hence why I am raising money on Ko-fi. Because I had majored in film, I take a cinematic approach to my videos. And not copying the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it kind of just started happening by coincidence and it took off from there. And sorry for not making more precise playlists. I'll just be honest and say that I'm lazy. Oh yeah, I understand the Dark Knight Hawk, I'm just saying. The last massage I had was like July of last year. I have not, Connor. I am new anime illiterate. The only new anime I've seen is Darling in the Franxx. And that's because I have friends that wouldn't be quiet about it, so I gave it a shot. And then I felt a lot of feelings for 02. Even though, like, I actually cosplayed 02, but at the convention that I just went to, I cosplayed as Ichigo because I wanted to mix it up. But that's an interesting. If I had time, I would watch it, but alas, I lack time. I'm glad you like Hot Holly. I feel like she's a bit underrated, even though she has pretty much a straightforward storyline. Man, this broken nail is totally upsetting my OCD. I'm like, no. Nail. I'm sorry, I don't mean to whine. I'm looking forward to it just because I have some stuff going on at work. But I also I'm not a big fan of... Story sounds interesting. I'm also just not a good traveler. Planes make me anxious. Oh, do y'all want to see the ring Dina gave me? It's pretty. No microphone. I know I move. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for moving. But if the camera would focus. It's not the camera not the camera, I mean, it's not the ring I picked out, but I like it. It's pretty and sparkly. Oh, that's a shame, Connor. Alright, we have about 14 minutes left. So, any further questions, feel free to ask. Oh, I'm glad you liked the ancient one. That was fun to do, and it's based on a character from a film idea I had, as well as a novel a friend of mine's working on. I didn't major in marine biology, but it was just kind of a hobby of mine. Just, especially when it comes to whales and dolphins. Creatures are more common in the forest, but humans are more common in the city. Hence why there's like talks of the politics of the city and trying to integrate the animal people into society. Well, thanks to patron's original characters, there are Neko twins named Sarah and Lexi. Oh yes, the suburbs are very interesting. They're kind of a combination, but they actually like divide in the suburbs. There's divided communities. Like there's communities with the animal people, the Chamagi, and then there's a lot more communities where it's humans. Aside from maybe working with D Knight or Lena Star, I have no plans for any collabs. I don't work with any other YouTubers. I might be working with another YouTuber, but it won't really be ASMR. I have to talk to them. But aside from that, I don't really collab with YouTubers just because their style of ASMR is different from mine, and it makes it hard to do a collab. Because they want very concise scripts, and I don't work based off of scripts. I like natural flowing conversation, which I can only get from outlines and improv. Well, fun fact, if you follow the different plots, there's different main characters. Like the character that's dating um, Miss Winter, not dating Miss Winters, but dating Tori and having a thing with Miss Winters is different from the character that owns Sasha and is dating Takara. So they're all different. Well, now they live in a more balanced community considering they're full of Nekos. They have a Neko harem practically. Exactly. It's heavily implied that the one going to strip clubs and is chilling with Elise is Miss Winter's husband. Plus, there are, like, the one-off characters. There's a lot of one-off MCs, if that makes any sense. Aw, thanks, Anon Joe. Appreciate it. Sure, go ahead, Connor. Just don't expect me to do it. Because we got less than 10 minutes for this stream, and I did a lot of videos today, so me tongue is tired. The stream's been going for almost an hour and a half, and I have to cut it at an hour and a half because I got other stuff to do tonight for Patreon. So again, thank you, Anna Joy. I appreciate it. See you later, Master X. I'm sorry to hear that Deus Ex Machina. Deus Ex Machina. It's hard for me to pronounce words right now. I hope you get to feeling better. Tomorrow's gonna be my stress day because I don't enjoy seeing the doctor I have to see. It's pretty stressful. My favorite storyline has to be Takara's just because I put so much work and effort into it. Alright, y'all. 5-minute warning. So, get your... I didn't wink. I'm like one eye blinking because I have an eye that's watering. Sonya Dakimakura is a ways away because it'd be expensive. I don't know a manufacturer that would make it. I'm in better spirits because I got to see some friends over the weekend, and that helps, but I am still technically depressed just because I have struggles, motivation, and whatnot. My favorite character is Takara because she's basically me. Good night, John. Yeah, I've seen that Dakimakura too, and I have to wonder how they made it, but yeah. I mean, technically I could do a shorter Sonya body pillow because she's not as long as the typical Lamia. She's a different breed. Aw, thanks, Azurwick. Yeah, she's a ball python Lamia. So she is smaller than most snakes. Yep, you're absolutely right, drummer dude. Yeah, I can try to. I honestly forgot to promote this stream on Twitter because this was kind of impromptu. I decided to do it at random, mostly to test my new camera. Goes well, and I'm sorry people who joined late, but I have stuff to do tonight for Patreon, so I gotta get going right now. But it was a pleasure hanging out with you all for the last hour and a half, and I may stream again either later this week or sometime next week, because I do enjoy streaming and talking to you guys. Thanks everyone. I love you all. And remember to stay awesome, okay? Night, y'all.